My name is Zavaleta. I'm the facilities manager here at the Ronald McDonald House Charities, New York Metro, here in New Hyde Park. So we opened our doors here in 1986, and early 1987, my cousin got flown up here from Ecuador. She had a rare bone cancer, but through Gift of Life and other organizations, they brought her up here. They took care of her at a children's hospital next door, and the social workers put him here at the Ronald McDonald House. My mom came to visit her niece and visit her brother and fell in love with the place. She began to volunteer, eventually was offered a job position. Me being 5 years old at the time, she brought me to work. I got to play in the playroom. I got to nap in the great room. So I've been running around Ronald McDonald House since I was 5 years old. It was just a very remarkable, amazing, fun place. I would say Ronald McDonald House has always felt like home. As far back as I can remember, I was here, and my mom was here all the time. Even as I was growing up and our housekeeping staff was shorthanded, she asked if I could just come in and give her a hand. It was part of my whole life, growing up here, working here. So anytime anything big happened, it's like the Christmas events, my mom always brought us here. I loved to come here, and it always felt like a second home. More than mom's job, it was her other house that she took care of. My mom's love language is cooking and feeding people. She was amazing. She was very crafty. Whatever scraps she could get her hands on, she put together an amazing meal. And it's just fitting that she did the same here. She would just put together something for the families. She would make a big pot of soup, trays of food. Her favorite to do was bread pudding. For my mom, it was what better way to help families here than to give them something to eat so they could be comfortable. This place was very, very important to her. My mom unfortunately passed away in 2009. In 2010, I wanted to come visit. I missed my mom's home, my mom's second home. Walking around the halls and remembering my childhood here, the executive director approached me and said, "Hey, would you like to work here?" And I was willing to give it a shot, and they were willing to give me a shot. Being that it was so important to her, and she loved taking care of the families, and especially here in this kitchen. The kitchen became her center. She just loved talking to families, other people who only spoke Spanish, and she would sit down and have a coffee with them because they needed that. They needed some type of companionship and love, and this became her kitchen. In 2009, they named this after her, Irma's Kitchen. Time to time, I do come here. We have a spot that we sit in where she would love to have a cup of coffee and talk to me. It's a very comfortable feeling here. I do feel her energy here. Even when I see new people that come aboard, that's what my mom was when she started here. And hopefully they could all grow to love the place the same way she did. I was blessed, and I had my first child in 2017, and now I have two. They love it here. They love visiting me, they love playing, and it's like seeing my own childhood like reenacted in front of me all over again. It's like, wow, this is what my mom must have felt. Seeing my kids happily play or happily come here, and knowing that there's fresh baked sweets and it's safe. It's safe for them, and it's Mom, she would approve. Actually, when each child was born, we actually had to stay at the NICU. For Miri, she was there for almost 5 nights. For Casey, only 2 nights. But we actually became residents here, and it was interesting being on the receiving end of this wonderful house and not having to go all the way back home just to go to see my kid right next door. It's such a blessing, and I know and I fully understand why my mom would hug me, and being thankful that we're healthy. And many times I go home and I do hug my kid, and I could see my exact reaction through their eyes. Eventually, my children will understand the importance of this house and the mission, and I feel that cycle will continue on. From all of us at the Ronald McDonald House, we wish you a very happy Mother's Day, and thank you for keeping families close.